I did get in my head what I would have done, and now I'm like I want to see that. Um,
Well, let's talk about
but
that.
yeah, okay. So my you know my idea of watching this movie, I think you had an opportunity that you could not that they didn't take, that I think would have
Okay.
not necessarily better but different, right?
Okay.
Um, I think what you could have done is that the Klingons pick up Spock on the planet first, right? Like that's maybe your opening, and Spock is just a child, but he's with the Klingons, and the Klingons don't know what to make of him, right? And they're trying to figure out what is this child doing on this planet by himself. It appears to be out of nowhere. They they find the Federation pod, and they're like, what is this? Is this like some sort of experiment? And they're trying to get
Right.
out of Spock, like, are you a weapon? What is going on? Why on this isolated planet are they doing this? They're just trying to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
But what they notice is Spock is growing exponentially, right?
Sure.
He's raising, and so now they're like, oh, if he's growing this fast, maybe they've got a weapon and we can turn warriors much faster, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, so like they're interested in Spock, right? So they're trying to get him to explain everything, but he will not, because he doesn't know. He's just a blank slate.
Right.
So you accelerate the timeline, like maybe a month later, he's now a full grown adult, right? And because he's Vulcan, but he's raised Klingons, he is a brutal tactician. He's just
Ooh.
logical. He is not, he is not compassionate. He's just obsessed with winning, and that's all he wants to do, right? So you do everything else with Sarek. Hey, where's my son? What's going on? And meanwhile, there is word that the Klingons have this new general who's just a brutally efficient killer, and he's out there, and
Yeah.
he's searching for something from the Federation. He wants the Genesis device, right? They don't know what it is yet, but that's what he wants. And so you do this thing with Kirk. Kirk still thinks, oh, I got to go save my friend, right? He doesn't know it. He doesn't care about anything. He hears about the problem, and he's like, yeah, good luck with that. I got to go find my friend, you
Right.
know, because that's kind of where he's at. And so they give him a ship. They don't give him the best ship, but they're like, here, go find your friend. We got too much else to deal with other than
Right.
your nonsense. So
Right.
here you go. So he goes with his crew, and he goes looking for it, and they run into the Klingon bird of prey, and they get attacked, and it is just it. Not only do they take does Spock running this bird of prey take down Kirk, but he can anticipate what Kirk is about to do, and Kirk is like, "What the hell? Like, this guy knows my tricks? What?"
Uh,
Right?
uh,
And then that's when he comes on the viewer, and you see Spock, but you see Spock in the Klingon, you know, uh,
all the garb and
outfit.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's the leader, and he's just brutally efficient, and he's like, "You will tell us about the device. You will explain to us what's going on. We want it." Like just being a Klingon, right? And so it is basically Kirk versus Spock, and you have what's better, right? Instinct and experience versus just brutal logic, and you
Right.
and you have that dynamic, right? You even do where Spock ends up killing David. So now it's
Oh.
Kirk is like, oh my god, do I save my friend or do I kill the guy who killed my son? Right? Because you
Oh.
still have Spot Contra within Bones, so
Right.
his friend
Right.
is there, right? But dude killed his son, right? So like, what do you do, right? Yeah, and so eventually it gets down to a big fight, and Kirk is going to kill Spock because that's it. He's had it. He's about to kill him, and Bones is like, "Please don't," but he says it like in a Spock style of doing it,
Right.
and he remembers his friend. They go to Vulcan, they save him, they reunite him, but now Kirk can never see Spock the
Spock
same
the same
way
way.
because their friendship is damaged, right? And the thing here's the other thing: Spock remembers everything he did. It's not like he just went away.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I would have done.
Let me tell you what my thoughts were as you were describing this.
Yeah.
I stopped picturing William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy.